all the time. So that, I think that'll help abate some of your concerns as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that was basically what I was, you had talked about that at the art board, I think, a version of that, or enforcement in terms of requirements for the residents that live there, and that you're going to have some oversight on the property that will be there to make sure that things are well taken care of and enforced, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that that's going to really set it up apart from a lot of other
Everything else
projects.
is going to set
Everything's
it apart.
going to set it apart, absolutely.
You're right.
How about you, Mr. Lake?
Well, just in talking to Mr. Kennedy tonight, he made the comment, which I fully agree with, is that tonight's a good night for Keller. You got TGI Fridays and you got Southern Land Company coming in doing a major development in town center. Our citizens are well served by having both of those groups here in our city. My only question is what kind of just, I mean, you probably don't know this right now, but what kind of rates are we talking about for rent or lease space for businesses or artists or whatever? Have you thought that through about how much per square foot? Or you have any ideas?
Absolutely. We haven't finalized those numbers nor released them to the public yet because we do need to finalize them first. The best answer sounds like a pat answer, and I apologize, but there will be market rates. As we are working through the pro formas and the expense of creating this development, it will be a premium development with premium rents. We intend to offer our spaces, our flex and incubator spaces, to new business owners and shopkeepers that may have apprehension in signing a 10-year lease, and with the typical retail space. And we really hope to take advantage of the density to bring those costs down to attract those shopkeepers. We spent some time with the Keller Independent School District trying to figure out ways to bring the creative community in with the Public Arts Board and John Baker. So we're really working hard to figure out how to create those spaces, and the cost of those spaces is equally important. We can deal with some of that with size and offering the size of spaces that people can afford, but we have to get the rents down or the sales prices down. We just haven't figured that out yet.
I mean, do you see this as being a professional creative, in other words, professional photographers, graphic designers, architects?
Sorry?
Do you see this as being a professional type, in other words, like architects, graphic designers, photographers, that sort of thing, or is it more just a residential / retail?
A great question. This is a lifestyle neighborhood center where, even though we have traditional retail shown here in red, this won't be leased to a Barnes & Noble or to an Academy Sports. The types of residents, the types of tenants we've tried to design this to attract would be like an outdoor cafe. Performing arts theater would be fantastic, and we're trying to figure out a way to make something that's typically not able to pay rent be able to affordably have a space here. Specialty bakery, lots of small users, cooking school, any type of a creative user. So as we spend time with the creative community trying to learn their needs, hopefully they'll respond favorably to the property.
Great. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you very much for choosing Keller. It is outstanding opportunity for both yourselves and the city. We've been waiting a long time for this perfect fit, as I call it, for town center. And historically, people have always referred to the place a little bit down the road from us. But I think now we're going to call this the branding of Keller. To the Arthouse, people will use that as a reference to our city. And probably not just the building and the fixtures and that, but I was thoroughly impressed with your company and Mr. Downey in particular, that came all the way here just to sit down and share with us his personal commitment to this project, not only this one, but the ones that he has throughout the United States. And I was very impressed with that one of the few companies that does the whole ball of wax from development to construction and everything in between, and you pay attention to detail. So there is no question in my mind that this will become quite attractive to the people that want to have businesses here, or certainly those that would like to live. And as John Baker said, he's taking credit for the Artist Enclave piece.
But trying to take credit for the whole thing.
Yeah, well, he did, but I just gave him the Artist Enclave piece. The rest of it we'll have to work out. But any approximation when your groundbreaking date might be?
We have been working backwards
Gotcha.
from a December 31st, 2006 completion date. And with that, we hope to break ground in August to September this year, and we're working
Terrific.
very hard to make that happen.
Very good.
Right.
And thank you for your comments about Mr. Downey. You've not
Yep.
seen the last of him. He's a very
Yep.
dynamic company owner, and he will be here not only for the groundbreaking, but you'll see a lot of Mr.
No
Downey.
question about it. Thank you very much for your hard work, and to Doug as well for a great partnership.
Well, you don't have to see any other evidence other than the fact that everybody wants to weigh in on talking about this project to know that it's an exciting project. So Southern Land Company has definitely done their homework. The details are there. I think it looks good. It's an excellent, an exciting project. I hadn't seen this kind of project before, and so I thank Mr. Marsh for taking me out and showing me several of these projects down in the McKinney area and on the outwards of Addison, right? Addison. So thank you very much for taking me out there. We're not the guinea pigs. This has happened before. It's just new to our area, and like Councilman Cooney says, it's going to brand this town. I thank you for your interest in Keller. And I think it's important also to point out that Southern Land Company wasn't just interested in any 5-acre tract of land. They were interested in town center because a certain infrastructure was there and put into place. And for that, we also owe a debt of gratitude to our previous councils who visioned this town center area. And with your coming here too, it's going to bring more interest, new interest, to the extremities of town center that most of the citizens, I think, may not even know exist. I think there's going to be new interest in the extremities, whereas till now we've just been looking to fill the majority, the 5 acres. So thank you there. And also it's important to point out that your December 06 completion date that you're backing from is a very critical date relative to our TIF payment. And that is going to put new property on the ground in time to contribute to a very critical TIF payment from our perspective. So from that perspective, thank you very much too.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Holmes. Well, I think you've heard from all across the bench. I'll just wrap it up by saying I think the key word that I heard you say was good execution. And relative to Southern Land, I think that sort of exemplifies the company. So again, I think it's going to be a great partnership, and truly you guys do have an excellent, not just a good, but an excellent execution. I talked to you a little bit about having gone to the retailers and shopping center convention, and Jack Welch was there being interviewed by Britt Hume during the opening, which was fascinating. But the thing, and I think I may have shared this with Mr. Drescher, one of the things that Jack Welch said is, he said everybody needs to find their aha. And I think we found it. So this will be Keller's aha. And I think John Cooney was right when he said this is a branding. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Madam Mayor, I would like to move that we approve Resolution 2305, approving the site plan for the Arthouse at Keller Town Center, a proposed 240,000 square foot mixed-use development to be constructed, located on a 5.6 acre lot in the northeast corner of Bear Creek Parkway and Town Center Lane, being Lot 7, Block B, Keller Town Center, and zoned Town Center.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. I have a motion to approve by Mr. Holmes, a second by Mr. Lake. Any other comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aha! Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
When, Madam Mayor, when Lyle told us all that he was taking Southern Land on a tour of the area, I couldn't for the life of me understand what interest 7-Eleven had with our downtown. Close.
Another good company, but, aha. All right, new